So this is my recipe of seafood risotto. So first of all, you want to get a big pan so you can move around. Add some oil in your pan. Once it's nice and warm, then you can have some pre-chopped onions that I've already chopped earlier. I've got my stock in the background, which isn't for this recipe. So sweat your onions off, nice and gently. Add a little teaspoon of garlic. Continue to sweat those off. Some risotto rice. I used about 500 grams of risotto rice. That was half a bag. Rough estimate, didn't weigh it out. Sweat that down gently. Let the oil and the butter just cover the rice nice and gently. Let it just sweat down. So I've added a bit more butter. And just let that sweat down. Let it coat all the rice. Coat it nice coating over all the rice. And let the heat just gently just sweat it down. Some springs of thyme. Now this is a dish that you have to stay with while you're cooking it, and it is about 15 to 20 minutes depending on the texture you like. So have your stock ready, have some of your grated cheese ready to go, make things easier. So just add your stock in. So I normally add the stock to cover the risotto to start with, because you can always add more stock. It's hard to take away the stock if you add too much. So just gently keep adding the stock as you go along. There we go. So now we've got it on a medium heat, just simmering away. Just watch the bubbles. Nice amount of fat in there just to make it nice and creamy risotto. So it's about 10 minutes later. It's nice and absorbed. I'm going to start adding in the grated parmesan. I've actually added in some normal cheddar, not traditional, but I know what my kids like. So it's tasty and cheesy. So a mixture of parmesan and some grated cheddar. Now I've got this nice creamy mascarpone. So that's great. So we'll incorporate the mascarpone, the cheese, get that mixed, give it a taste, see if it's a texture that you like. Go for the al dente because the risotto will continue cooking while it's hot. So go for a more of an al dente texture. So just nice and fold it in nice and gently, just incorporating that. No rush. Be gentle with your risotto. If you need a bit more liquid, add a bit more liquid. At this point, I'm going to set it aside. So it's actually being made with a fish stock, if I didn't mention that before. So this is a fish stock that I made. So it's nice and fishy. Nice fish stock that I made earlier. So I'm now going to cook off the fish, the prawns and the salmon. So warm your frying pan, not too hot. So you don't want the fish jumping out of the pan. You want to brown them, but you don't want them to go crazy. So add your fish in. You want it to be nice and gently cooking. Always cook your fish gentle, but get golden brown colour on it. You don't need extreme high heats. That's it, nice and brown. So when that's cooked off and you're happy with it, then you can start thinking about adding the risotto back into it. Right, so we're now ready to add the risotto back into this fish pan. So we're gonna add the risotto into this fish pan because it's gonna have the fish flavors in the pan, and then we've got some more stock set aside to just let it down and incorporate the fish nicely. As you can see, the risotto is still hot, so if it was al dente before, it's gonna be continuing cooking nice and slowly. But in this case, it's still al dente because I like it nice and al dente. And al dente is firm to the bone. So a bit of stock so we can mix the fish through the rice. Remember, it's fish stock we're using, so that means it's still going to be nice and fishy throughout. Cheesy and fishy. There we go. Right, so now it's nice and cooked down. Give it a taste, see if it's still al dente to how you want, and if so, then you can make adjustments. Some more salt and pepper if you need, some more mascarpone if you need. In this case, I wanted it a bit more creamier. So this is a high energy meal, definitely a winter warmer, depending on where you live. In the UK, this is perfect for the family. Have a nice bowl of risotto and you'll be fine. Kids will be sorted. Okay, so give it another taste, and when you're happy with it, let's serve this up.